Thanks guys. I love to drive a manual vehicle on windy roads, but there are very few manuals left available in the United States. So I made a list of the top 5 manuals you can still buy this year.
Only a few decades ago, manual transmissions were the norm, and until recently, still favoured by those that love to drive. But the stick is disappearing. Now computer-aided transmissions can think faster, change gears faster, and are much more fuel efficient when it comes to cars, trucks and SUVs. The modern automatic car monitors drivers' inputs up to 160 times a second and takes every calculation to shift at the optimum moment for the economy and for the sensation that a manual used to give you. In 1980, 30% of nameplates offered manual transmissions. Now that is down to just 10%, and some of those are disappearing fast. So what cars still come in a manual that are worth test driving? Top of my list is the Jaguar F-Type. Still one of my favorite rides, and add in that shift stick, the ride is spirited and the handling much like a supercar on twisty mountain roads. But on the top of the scale for power and speed is the Dodge Viper. At 206 miles an hour in a manual, it's exhilarating. A throwback to the old muscle style in America, but in a modern supercar shell. 8.4 litres, 645 horsepower, throw in a 6-speed manual, and you've got a thrill maker. But at $84,000, it's out of most budget ranges. Closer to reality is the Corvette Stingray. Now the Corvette had a game-changing redesign in the last few years. A powerful V8, 638 horsepower in the Z06, and 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.3 seconds. But if you take it out on the road with that manual transmission, you'll find a hard time not having fun. But fun comes at a price, in this case around $80,000. More realistic, and also making the list of sexy, is the Italian Fiat 500. Not only is it sexy, but the sound of that exhaust is uplifting. In fact, engineers tried 16 different exhausts until they settled on the one they have now. But the sound is not complete without that manual transmission. It makes this car for me. It will be unthinkable to have anything but a manual. The Fiat 500 starts at a reasonable $22,000. Finally, one of the best manuals is the Jeep Wrangler. Driving a 4x4 in a manual is a very different animal, and I'm stimulated whether it be creeping over boulders or plowing through snow. Manual is preferred, starting at just $32,395.
Now, if you don't know how to drive a manual vehicle, plenty of driving schools around that'll teach you how to do it. My recommendation is go do it, because the experience is amazing. Give it a shift. I'm Nick Miles.